Lesson 94. Even more Russian names. Well, Sergey, in this lesson, we're learning some more names that are for women, because as I mentioned a moment ago, all the nouns we're learning in this part of the book are feminine nouns. And so these female names or feminine names, they fit in well with the kind of nouns we're working with. So we've got the Russian way to say Catherine, and then we've got Natasha and Svetlana. Can you say those words for us and help us achieve an authentic Russian pronunciation?
Sure. So the first one is Yekaterina, and then Natasha, and lastly, Svetlana.
And is Natasha some kind of diminutive?
It is. So the full name of Natasha would be Natalia.
And how does Natasha make it a diminutive or a sort of a nickname of Natalia? How does that work?
The ending sha is used with some Russian names to form kind of the nickname version, like Sasha, Natasha.
So I guess a lot of Russian names have there's like the formal way of saying the name, and then there's a more, again, informal. It's a little bit more playful, a little bit more loving. Maybe somebody, maybe like your family would use it, or somebody who knows you really well. Well, it's similar to, for instance, Bill. Your name is William, but people call you Bill. So it's the same concept.
And when I was growing up, they called me Billy, which would definitely be a similar nickname
exactly
to what we're studying here.
So it's just something a little bit more personal. So my name, my full name is Sergey, but for instance, my family would call me Seryoja.
So that's sort of the nickname version of Sergey?
Exactly, yes.
And I would say almost all the Russian names have their own nicknames assigned to them. It's even more so than English names.
Yeah, I think in English there's probably a few. There's
some standard ones, but
like Thomas, Tom.
And then even more so than Thomas and Tom, there's also Tommy.
Right,
which is even more informal.
And looking at the names here in Lesson 94, correct me if I'm wrong, but for the first name, she could be Katya.
Katya, right.
And the last one, Sveta.
Right.
For Svetlana. So it's very, very common within families or close relationships to use those nicknames.